Fringe is so hectic, and when you're like booked, and I guess I'm probably the worst person to ask around like balance because I do not believe in it. I like to do everything. This season alone I did about 108 shows, which is ridiculous. Hello everyone, my name is Kween Kong, also known as Thomas Whanua, and I am an Adelaide Fringe artist. A typical night would be running through the garden in Gluttony, mostly barefoot, to try and make it to my next call. To do, 6-7 shows a night. It's pretty hectic. I know it's hectic, don't yell at me, it's very fun. But that's a typical night for me. And then at the end of the night, instead of resting, I go and celebrate with my friends in the Fringe Club. So my shows and performances have definitely evolved and grown since performing them in the Adelaide Fringe, mostly because I've been able to develop and grow as an artist, as Kween Kong. I am an artist of colour, I'm Pacific, and so more often than not, you don't really get to see many performers that look like you on stage, and I kind of operate under the premise that if you don't see yourself on stage, then it's obviously a calling to get onto stage, to be the one that speaks for the community that you represent. One of the biggest things I've learned from Adelaide Fringe, learning how to trust myself as an artist, as a creator, and learning how to value what I have to say, but not for myself, but for the people that I represent. I think I come from a background of contemporary dance, and there's something about theatre, the world of theatre is completely different to Fringe because of this fourth wall that we put up in the theatre space. Something that I've learned about the process of producing, thanks to Fringe, is because we have access to venues as well as grants, as well as marketing assistance, it's really made it a lot easier outside of Fringe for me to create events because I've understood the process to create a work. Adelaide Fringe means the world to me. I reckon in drag as an artist, there wouldn't be much of a Kween Kong if there wasn't Adelaide Fringe, that's for sure. It's such an honest way of delivering concepts as well as, creating art and sharing art, which is way more important. Fringe has supported me a lot with my arts practice, actually. I was the recipient of a couple of grants this year, which made it so possible for me to create productions. And it also made it possible for me to be able to perform the 108 shows that I did, which is ridiculous. It's such a breeding ground for innovative thinking. I don't think you'd ever really see a festival with this kind of diversity. And I say diversity not as in a marketing copy, I mean as in actual true ground, like underground work of, you see the spectrums of gender, you see the spectrums of colour, you see such complexity around the work and this conversation around inclusion. If I was to give myself advice, you should have done it sooner. You should. And I guess, if anything, the thing that I've learned the most about myself as an artist through Fringe is just to be as honest as possible. When you refine your artistic perspective or your voice, essentially what you see on stage for me is who I am. It reflects a community of people that is bigger than me. So if you are wanting to start, just do it. Get the start, plant the seed and let it happen, because once it flourishes, it's just overflowing and really quite beautiful.